So now we have next presenter, Professor Sandip Kumar Chakrabarti, Director, Indian Center for Space Physics from Kolkata.
Good afternoon. Actually, I am a little bit, I have different issues, you will see. And it's an interesting, I have seen both worlds. I got best education from this world as well as from outside, from US. At the same time, I was involved in a government institution as well as private institution. So the mixed feeling. And all my talk, most of the talk will be based on this particular book. I will be around this. This is a recommendation. Now, this recommendation is really a recommendation to take our institute over by Ministry of Earth Science. So it was already recommended 2013, and this is the picture that you can see. I don't know if there is a PowerPoint. Yeah, some kind of. Oh yeah. So okay. So I don't know where to point. All right. So this is the ceremony in which this recommendation was done. Recommendation was handed over to the Ministry of Earth Science that you take this institute over. Okay. And after that, of course, so all the due diligence, due processes were taken. It took about 6 months, and after that, some recommendation was made, and you can see the recommendation. It says the committee head was Dr. P.S. Goel, who was the ex-secretary of Ministry of Earth Science. He says that this institute will be same as the Tata Institute under DAE or PRL under DOS. So that is the strength of our institute. And the conclusion of the summary says that the institute's committee recommends an initial allotment of 21 crore from the 12th five-year plan. So I'm still talking of the days where NITI Aayog was not there. Now, clearly, this you can see that this is the final thing. We are very happy, had a few chocolates extra. And then after that, their ministry called our government saying that you have to give a no objection certificate. So West Bengal government gave a no objection certificate, higher education department. And my request now comes to NITI Aayog that this particular recommendation was an honest to goodness recommendation by a huge set of people for 6 months, and we of course kept on harping on it. Even today, this process is not complete. Okay, so I request that if you talk about inefficiencies, then this is one of the examples. Now, this is so Dr. Goel, Dr. Soilesh Nayak, they were the secretaries, and they processed the case. And as soon as the other set of other people came, Dr. Rajivan, Dr. Ramesh, Dr. Ravindran, etc., 2015, and I have tried few times to raise it up. They said that, look, it is not right time or whatever. They come up with various things. They said, well, it was recommended to Planning Commission. Now it is a NITI Aayog. So all kinds of things which really don't make much sense. Now, so there must be a logical end for this recommendation. Now, if even the cabinet note was written, expenditure finance committee, what they are going to pay, exactly entire process, how our institute fits with the other ISO institutions, everything was completed. So it was almost 3 years we worked on it. Now, what is this institute that we are talking about? This institute I have created myself because of the fact that most of the things that you pointed out to the central, the inefficiencies of the system. I said that, look, something like that has to be, in Eastern India, there is no space research institute. I am going to make one. Okay. So 1999, while I was still the senior professor at S.N. Bose National Center for Basic Sciences, in the weekends, I used to go to this, I created one, and I used to go there to make experiments, because S.N. Bose Center, the new director says that no. Even though they invited me to start a new astrophysics, earlier director, regime changed, director, DST secretary changed, and they said that no, astrophysics is not our part of, hey, you have to go to Bangalore for astrophysics. So I have documents, okay. So this is the institution that I built in my own study. After a couple of iterations, the institute is now, of course, I even purchased a house just to ensure the institute grows. Okay, and this is now the institution's headquarter only. Now 38,000 square feet, and I have, as you know, there is not much money. So if you don't have money, you have innovativeness, and so clearly we are going, running out of innovation. So I started another. This institute has another campus about 80 kilometers from here, from our institute, and this is a big campus which contains the largest telescope in eastern India. Okay, so we are writing papers. This is the corner, you can see Vasishtha and Arundhati, these two telescopes, and we are writing papers published in ABJ, Astronomical Journal, etc. A lot of people are doing PhDs. Now I will come to this. So this is the largest, this entire area there was no telescope. So I said, no, there must be something, and I am going to do it. Now then I purchased another big land about 200 kilometers away, and we started sending balloons, large balloons for stratospheric studies. We have already sent 114 balloon missions, and we got data from our own payloads, and our own people got PhD from Calcutta University. Okay, so this is the 2 acres land that I purchased. I mean, our institute purchased the very limited budget, searching out the place where there is no aeroplane, so that there will be no complaint from ATC. And we are the only people in the entire world who have sent stratospheric balloon low cost, only less than $1,000. We go to space, get data, and come back. Okay, so these are the pictures. These are the payloads which we make. They are the same payloads that we sent in satellites. Same payloads we got it in satellites. So we are sending by this balloon. This is the picture. You can see that from our balloon, you cannot distinguish whether it is from space shuttle or International Space Station. We are going to space. We are getting into we are taking data and coming back. Now, even the students are making payloads, and their payloads are also coming back by parachute, and they are highly encouraged. Now, I also created one museum, the largest museum in India, which contains 1,200 exhibits, absolutely rare. You can get even the hair of Neil Armstrong. All the people who went to space, everybody's hand signature is there. Everybody, Nobel laureate, every astronomer last 300 years, you have signatures there. Not only signatures, all the models you can see, Apollo space station. Even this museum was inaugurated by Rakesh Sharma, the first astronaut who went to space. There you can see American ambassador looking at nicer satellite that we made, American consulate, American chief, etc. So everybody interested. Now a lot of visitors, of course. We also made rockets, and very soon we will be started sending launching. Now where the money comes from is not important, because we have not written any such thing. So I'm not complaining about the money and the time and all these things. If you have less money, you do innovation, and we are doing innovation, and if we get this money, then of course we will be 10 times better. Now I come from University of Chicago. Of course, I did my master's from University of Chicago, from Calcutta University. I was the topper. I was in IIT Kanpur, and then I went to Chicago. I worked with Professor Chandrasekhar. This is the picture you can see on the day he got Nobel Prize. I was a student that day of him. Now then I went to Caltech as a faculty there. I was a Caltech faculty. With Keith Thorne was my mentor. He also got Nobel Prize 2017. And then in Italy, again, Giacomo got Nobel Prize in 2006. And these are the people which I worked. And also I worked at NASA for a long time. NASA got it. So when I came back to India, I thought that yes, we can do it. Okay. In Stanford University, I am in the topmost astrophysicist in this country. Sometimes my name is also written in top 10 Indian astrophysicists by India Today. This is you can see there is a link there with Bhabha and Bikram Sarabhai, everything. Even my picture is also there. I don't believe it, but it is there. Okay. Now I produced 60 PhD students. So if you think I have been building houses or buildings, that is not true. 60 PhD students, most of them are in national institutes. Even in IIT Guwahati, this student, Santobrat Das, is a professor. He is in HRI, in IISc Bangalore professor, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, ARIES, you are now centered in ISRO. Everybody is at Bikram Sarabhai, Jadavpur University Physical Research Laboratory. Everybody is now.
Sir, conclude,
Yeah,
please, sir.
concluding.
This
So the conclusion
some-
is that
please
we have
suggest us
instrument.
about the
Our
how we
budget
can.
is very less. Yeah, budget is less. So no,
Sir,
I have
how,
already said.
how, no, this is about the report. We are here to listen from you about the how we
I'm
can
taking
how we can
capability.
maximize the research and development and its efficiency.
No,
and
I talked
productivity.
about the fact that we are innovative.
So
We
this
have
is
very
this
little
is
budget.
this is your report, but
No,
we need to
No,
hear from you.
this is the
about
budget
efficiency.
that we have. It's coming. This is the budget that we are getting from the state government. They have capped at 1 crore. So what this is, budget is very little. Science is very high. Impact factor of our papers is about 10 per faculty per year. And these are the students we have produced from ICSP. So these institutes progress. If we can do it, if I can do it myself, I reduce my speech. Of course, I have a lot of suggestions. Don't have much time, but if we can do, when we make a vision document, we always say what we are capable of doing. We just discuss among our students, can you do this? Can you send it to space? Can you do that? Yes. Okay, so this is our vision document that goes to the Honorable Prime Minister. It should be the other way around. Vision document should have, can we produce 3 Nobel laureates in next 30 years? And then you take the best possible people, 30 PhD students, 300 papers, shut them in a room for 1 month, let them have a document, and let that document be Prime Minister, hand it over to ISRO or any other places, that you implement this document. You cannot write your own vision document and clap when after you achieve something. Okay, this is the biggest problem in India. The other problem is when you change the regime, the situation change. ISRO chairman changed, their relationship with us changed. The DST chairman changed, their relationship changed. So these happen many times, and this has to stop. If I can come back from one person from United States and create 60 students, and they have already produced 200 students, and therefore I request NITI Aayog also to take China model or Indira Gandhi model. Call them up. Find out who are doing good, call them up, give them higher salary, allow them to have their own institution if necessary with 2 crore rupees. You will see that given chance, they will do much better than staying in a general big institutions. Don't disturb them. They like the loners are much better. All the great scientists are loners. Pack hunters don't do very much great science. So you have to trust the people that find out who are the great, call them up, like Prime Minister Indira Gandhi used to do. That is where all these great people came in India. So there are many suggestions. Okay. So this is what I want to say. I also say that this model that I have created.
Sir, please conclude.
So this
your time is already over, sir.
This can already a model where one can have small institutions in all the states with less than 2 crore rupees a budget, and we can produce similar things, and these are quality. I can tell you that since I'm the topmost in, let us say, why I mentioned this, because if one single institution can be in topmost in terms of citations with so little budget, all other institutions which you can make in all other states can also be almost similar or even better. So you don't need huge money. India has huge money. You don't need them. Don't run after money.
Okay.
That is my conclusion.
So any question from audience? Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you. I'm SP Agrawal, Director of Northeastern Space Application Center, Department of Space. First of all, really, it was a wonderful session, and many things came into our mind that how to do good research and how to increase the efficiency. We were mainly talking about the government sector as far as universities are concerned or these institutions are concerned. But currently in India, if you look at the engineering colleges only, there are more than 5,000 engineering colleges in India. So how to make these private colleges more R&D friendly? So what is your idea about this R&D friendly private colleges and universities?
Actually, we have in Calcutta, we have many engineering colleges which are in Makaut, Maulana Azad, that university. There is already university on engineering. So many of those engineers come to our institutes. They don't have much easy access to that, and they make payloads, they make the VLF antenna, receiver, etc. So I suggest that similar kind of smaller institutes will have better access to by them if they are colleges. And so I think that if similar models are done in various states, small nucleus like that, and all the colleges are attached within 100 kilometer, all the colleges are attached to that. I think very good innovative work can be done. I will give you one example that when you send a balloon, you and point to a star, you require a much bigger budget, like Tata Institute has. But we had innovation. We let it go and find out the whole world. But then when it comes back, I pre-process and then find out which star sent what. This kind of innovation, actually engineers have started with. We have written codes to, so even a smaller budget, as I said, less than $1,000, you can do very good science. So engineers are there in our institute. They come, visit, write projects for 3 months internship. So even the optical telescope, a lot of people come. I think that in your case, I would say that there will be some such kind of nuclear center, and let us say the engineers within 100 kilometers of that region should be attached to this one, 100 or 200, depending on. Then only you can get. You see, these are very bright people, but that is not getting used up.
I have two questions. One question is for Professor Chakrabarti. You talked about Indira Gandhi actually attracting talent back to the country. We keep talking about attracting talent back to the country. Today, there is a great opportunity with US, with the turmoil there. But we always get stuck related to salary discrepancies, not ruffling feathers of our existing science faculty. I would like your perspective on how that can be addressed.
Very quickly, I want to answer very quickly that I have seen China to rise so fast right in front of my eyes. Some of my classmates were Chinese when I was in Chicago in 1980s. And 2000, by 2000 when I went to Beijing and so on, same people who were working in Marshall Space Flight Center, Johnson Space Flight Center, etc., Chinese, all of them were brought by Chinese government and gave them the salary they used to get in USA. Same department, those who are brought from USA, they are getting the absolutely same salary that they were getting there, and they are given free hand. Each of these people I found, they have created their new satellites. They have been given a Chandrayaan something to make. They have been Mongolyan something to make, and they have become successful because they are coming directly from NASA. There are n number of, you will hear a lot of Indians are sitting in NASA. Somebody in PI of Mongol, they find out the crater and etc. All these, some of these people, at least 20% of them, if you can bring them back, scenario will be completely changed. We will accrete around them.
Agree. So this is paying global salaries.
Global salary. You ask them, but not the subordinates who come, whom he takes, but the person you bring here with this salary. So don't worry, and give him absolute freedom. 3 acres of land for 40 crores of money. You make your laboratory. We want to have a payload from you within 3 years.
Sir, you're setting up a private lab, right? They will be setting up their own private labs, and these scientists will come at that head.
No. They will be given the leadership to make an institution without, because they have proven themselves there, and they can proven here also. There is absolutely nothing wrong with India.
Got it.
It is a mental setup. Okay.
Thank
you.
You.
Given that India will change, I can tell you that.
Thank you for that. Yeah, it is.
No. That's what I'm saying. Separate something has to be made for this particular set of people. Even that C.N. Young and T.D. Lee, these two are students of University of Chicago, students of Professor Chandrasekhar. Both got Nobel Prize. Okay, but both of them were. T.D. Lee was immediately brought by China. You create the group. I will give you as much money as you want. And why do you think that China has exponentially increased? They have taken some step. If you ask them to make a dish antenna from 40-meter telescope, we go to 60-meter. China says, no, from 40-meter India has made, I will make 500-meter. That's what they have done. All their things are factor of 10 bigger compared to India.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.